Working full-time makes it hard to care for children during the day. So what should parents look for when choosing a nanny? Well, Vuyiseka Mabikwe, Director of DV Nanny and Domestic Agency, is here to help us. Thanks very much for coming into studio.
Thank you very much.
And of course, we're having this discussion in the wake of what's in the news at the moment, that toddler who was allegedly killed by a childminder. It's a big decision as a parent to find a stranger effectively to come and look after your children. How do you go about doing that?
Okay, you need to do a screening process for the candidates. That means that most of the time you need to use agencies, recruitment agencies, for you to find a good nanny. Because we do a screening process of which we do criminal record of the candidate, and we make sure that the candidate have references where she worked before, and we also screen them by asking them their proof of address where they stay. So if you come with a proof of address, you also need to come with affidavits confirming your address where you stay.
So aside from all of these official checks that you do on people who are looking for a job as a nanny, are there questions or conversations that you have with individuals just to gauge whether they are the kind of people who can care for children, you know, patience and that kind of thing?
Yes, we do have questions that we ask. Like as we are doing a screening interview with them, we will check with them if they have experience with kids and they worked with kids before. And we'll also check if they have kids on their own as well. Yes.
And if just in terms of, you know, as a parent, if I'm sitting there thinking of who might be the right people to take care of my children, is there a difference in your view and in your experience in looking at home, locally, looking abroad for someone with international experience or different parts of the country, perhaps? What's your experience?
The experience that I have at the moment, as you can see that there's things that are happening outside of like nannies killing the kids or beating the kids.
Yeah.
So I can say that it's very important for the people to do the references, to check if they are good to work in their homes.
So when someone comes to you with a list of references, make those phone calls?
We call the references. We make sure that when you come with the reference, we make sure that there is an address there. There is a phone number with a landline and the cell phone number and the email address.
Yeah.
And then we call those references to make sure that you worked for that person. Yes.
And in terms of, you know, once you have this person in your house, let's say it's in the case of a live-in nanny situation, as a parent, what should I be looking out for in just watching how this person interacts with my children?
Okay.
What would be alarm bells, I guess is what I'm asking.
Okay, you need to check if the nanny likes the kids. That's first of all.
Yeah.
You need to check that. And you also need to check if when you come back, you need to have a timetable of what you want the nanny to do in the house. So that means that she needs to feed the child which times you prefer, and their sleeping time as well. So you need to check all of those things.
Yeah, I suppose that basic thing of does your children like the person who's looking after them? That's a good indicator.
Yes.
In terms of just making sure that this person is treating your children well when you are not there, is a nanny cam a good idea?
Yes, a nanny is a good idea.
A nanny cam, a camera in your home just to keep an eye when you are not able to be there?
Yes, the nanny needs to be a mother when you are not there,
yeah,
obviously. So you need to get someone who likes kids, not just someone who's there to work just to get money like a salary and go home.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thanks very much for your insight on that story. And Vuyiseka Mabikwe is Director of DV Nanny and Domestic Agency, as we're just trying to gauge what you should be looking out for when you do need to hire a nanny to